Good day, people. Today we're going to learn about understanding theoretical probability. So theoretical probability is the ideal probability. It's the predicted probability. As we learn more, you'll understand the difference when we get to the other chapters. So Talia and Yushi design a game for the school fair. Contestants spin the spinner and win a prize if it lands on either of the two red sections. How can Talia and Yushi determine how many people are likely to be winners if 500 people play their game? So here we have the spinner and we have two red sections out of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we have two red sections out of the 16 sections. We remember that the probability of any event happening would be the number of favorable outcomes divided by the total number of possible outcomes. So in this case, we know that we want to find the probability that it lands on red. So that's the number of red sections divided by the total number of sections. So the probability of it landing on red would be, since we have two red sections out of the 16, it will be total 16. And please remember that probability is written in the simplest form. So that will be 1/8. Okay, so that would be the probability of it landing on red. Since we know the probability of it landing on red, so if you know for 1, you can find for any amount. We could use proportional reasoning to find how much time it would land on red if we spin it 500 times. So there are more than one ways we could do it. We could do 1 part over whole is equal to, we don't know how much time, over 500. When we cross multiply, we see that 8x equals 500. Dividing both sides by 8, we see that x would be equal to 62.5. All right, we can try another method where, since we know the probability of it occurring one time, so which is 1 out of 8, we could multiply that 1 over 8 by 500. And we would still get that same 62.5. So the question was, how can they determine how many likely winners there would be? We can conclude that there will be 63 winners. All right, so this is how they calculate how many winners they would have. So when they enter those carnivals, that's how they predict how many persons going to win out of the number of persons who play. All right, Joachim designs a game for the school fair. Contestants roll 2 number cubes at the same time. If the sum of the number cubes on the 2 cubes is 7, so if one cube has 1 and the next cube has 6, the sum is 7. So if the sum is 7, the player wins. About how many winners should Joachim expect if 500 contestants play this game? All right, so here we have our number cube. We say if the sum is 7, you win the game. So you roll both number cubes. If the sum is 7, you win the game. All right, we went ahead and we organized information on a table to provide all the possible outcomes. So this is all the possible outcomes we could have. So if you notice, we have 6 by 6. We have a 6 by 6 table, so we know there are 36 outcomes. We know there are 36 possible outcomes, but how many times would we get a sum of 7? What do we mean by a sum of 7? 1 plus 1 give us 2. 1 plus 2 give you 3. 1 plus 3 give you 4. 1 plus 4 gave us 5. 1 plus 5 gave us 6. 1 plus 6 gave us 7. So how many times do we get 7? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 out of the 30. So the probability of getting a sum of 7 was 6 out of that 36 outcomes. Okay, which is the same as 1/6. Okay, so if we know the probability of one person winning, we can find the probability of 500 person winning. All we need to do is multiply that 1/6 by 500. And we get 83.33333. So we can conclude that there will be 83 winners. So how many winners should Joaquin expect if 500 contestants play? He should expect 83 winners out of that 500. Okay, thank you for watching.